What's going on, guys? It's Brandon. So I decided I'm going to make a video, and I'm going to dedicate this video to Rick Conti and Chuck at Coughlin, and Justin at Horsepower Obsessed, and Mike at Brink of Speed, and Eddie X, and Austin at Speed Phenom. Well, I'm going to dedicate this video to all these YouTubers, Emilia, all these different people, and we're going to try to help them understand a concept which they currently don't seem to understand, and hopefully they can pass it on to you guys, and maybe they can make the same video. You guys all have my permission to copy this video and explain it to your viewers, because it's kind of like a life and death thing for them, so they might appreciate it. Here we go. This is an automobile. This happens to be a Land Rover. If the computer glitches on this Land Rover while it's sitting here idling, and the rear differential unlocks and locks, nothing happens. The car doesn't go flying off the fucking planet into outer space. The car doesn't just magically gain momentum and start doing corkscrews and run into the fence. It just sits there. There's no drama. Likewise, if you're driving 35 miles per hour down the road in a straight line, and the computer glitches, and the E-diff locks and unlocks, you never know anything happened. You just get a light on your dashboard, and you say, oh, okay, this is what it is. I gotta take my car to the dealership. That's weird. That's what Mike at Brink of Speed does. There's no drama when it happens to Mike at Brink of Speed. His front E-diff on his E-Ray locks and unlocks and malfunctions. No big deal, because Mike doesn't drive the car fast. If you're going fast in a straight line, you go to the drag strip. You think you're tough shit. Now you're in the Emilia and Mike at Brink of Speed level. Justin and Conti, they're not there yet, but Emilia and Brink of Speed level, you go to the drag strip, right? And you're trying to set records. If that E-diff locks and unlocks, still not drama. Still not drama. If you start to do what Rick Conti does, and you go to these events where you drive around the cones, and you go to this parking lot, and you're so excited because you go to the parking lot and drive around the cones. Isn't that so exciting, Rick? And your E-diff locks and unlocks, you might lose your line and go through a cone. It's not drama. But if you happen to be in the level that Brandon Byers and Jesse, the guy who races NASCAR, you know, the Marine who has his YouTube channel and has the orange or red Z06, I forget what color his car is. I think it's red, I don't know. But anyway, when you get to that level, where you actually go around turns fast, and you're not just at a place where there's cones, and you're going around the turn at max lateral G's because you're trying to set a record. Okay, you're not even trying to set a record. You're just driving the car fast because that's what you do. You're not this human being who's scared to drive a car fast. You actually bought a sports car because you're going to go drive around the turns fast. If all of a sudden that E-diff locks and unlocks because the computer system in the car malfunctions while you're fucking driving it, you spin off the racetrack. You spin off the road. And sometimes roads have cliffs on one side. Sometimes roads have trees on both sides. Sometimes roads have oncoming traffic the other way. Sometimes roads, sometimes racetracks have all these things also. In case any of you YouTubers who I've mentioned want to stop making fun of me and want to say, okay, Brandon, we see your point. Who else has this happened to, Brandon? I can give you a long list. We're talking over 10 fucking people who have wrecked or lost control of their C8 Z06. And ironically, that includes Jesse. That includes Jesse. On multiple occasions, if I'm not mistaken. So, why is it that out of Justin, Conti, Brink of Speed, Brandon, and Jesse, Brandon, and Brink of Speed, Mike, have all had E-diff glitches. That's 3 out of 5 YouTubers have had E-diff glitches live on film. Think about the odds of that, Mark Royce. What pieces of fucking shit that fucking car is. Think about what a piece of fucking shit that fucking car is, Mark Royce. That 3 out of 5 YouTubers have had E-diff glitches while on fucking film. Happened to Jesse. His car spun randomly, and I explained to him why the E-diff locked and unlocked when he touched the curb. It's happened to me. Happened last night on film. It's happened other times. That's not to mention that your E-diff program is shit, Mark Royce, so that losers like yourself don't wreck the fucking car. So you guys lock the E-diff to the nth degree as it goes faster. Make it so that if I suck at driving like I currently do, that I'll never run into a wall again in front of the world when I'm the pace car driver. Make it so that I can do something and make it so I can redeem myself. How about I go 233 miles per hour in a car that's not even ready yet because they all have fucking problems, don't they, Mark? You fucking piece of shit. You've ruined a fucking brand because you guys don't know how to get your fucking priorities straight. Things that cause people to spin off the fucking road are priority number 1, Mark. And ironically, since you can't fucking drive, Mark, and I'm serious, you can't fucking drive, and I'll fucking race you any day of the week on a fucking racetrack. Since you can't fucking drive, you and all your old fucking faggot customers in their New Balance shoes. I mean, what kind of fucking club of fucking faggots wears fucking New Balance? All these fucking weirdos that have taken control of the vet brand. Deb Lowe, Troll Doll. Well, who else? Fucking Wendy Miller. I mean, just these fucking loser fat chick bitches. And these fucking old men in New Balance shoes. And fucking old ass car salesmen who... I'll give Rick Conti credit. At least he's progressing. At least he's learning how to drive and he's taking his son out there. But the thing is, Mark, you're going to get sued, buddy. I mean, we are going to... I can lay it all out in front of a judge and a jury. I mean, this is easy for me to... You are toast. Soon. I can't explain to you the magnitude of what I'm about to do to your company. There's going to be documentaries about this shit. The fact that you guys chose to not only create a faulty E-diff program, but you also know that your fucking computer system makes it so these fucking codes throw, and our E-diffs to malfunction, and our engines to malfunction, and now your company's under investigation for blown up motors on trucks, failed motors, and you guys are saying, oh, we think it's the bearing, we think it's the bearings. No, it's not the bearings. It has nothing to fucking do with the bearings. The bearings are fine. Quit pretending that everybody's as fucking stupid as you are, Mark Royce. Everybody's not as stupid as you are, big dog. The reason why your fucking engines are failing, and I think you know this, is because of computer glitches, and I think you guys actually engineered these cars to do it. And I think that you guys have got these cars so fucking dialed in to where you can cause the glitches to happen on command. And I think you guys are to the point where you might be trying to take my life, because this happened last night on the windy road. My favorite windy road. This shit happened last night out of the clear fucking blue. Car had plenty of gas in the fuel tank. We're at high altitude. It wasn't because of the low altitude misfires. This was because the car just randomly decided, coincidentally, that the E-diff was going to malfunction. Same thing that my C706 was doing, Mark Royce. And that car was in a dealership for over a fucking year. Multiple dealerships for over a year until it finally got stolen by bad guys who broke into the dealership, stole it, and wrecked it. They got pit maneuvered by a fucking cop. Or they spun the car because the E-diff was malfunctioning. I never got the whole story what happened. I still got to find that out. if the back end was missing off the fucking car, Mark Royce, because the guys spun it. I assume they got pit maneuvered, but you know what? It's probably because the fucking E-diff program was glitching, which is why the car was in the dealership. I have enough evidence to suggest that you guys are targeting me, that you guys are targeting my cars to have E-diff glitches, that you guys want me dead. I mean, what are the fucking odds, Mark Royce, that my favorite windy road, your E-diff glitches, your U-codes pop last night? Luckily, the E-diff didn't leave the chat. The E-diff stayed connected. Otherwise, I'd be dead right now. Instead, what happened? The engine misfired, and the crankshaft position sensor needs to be relearned. And the thing is, had that engine blown, oil on the back tires, that would have taken me off the road. But I was taking it easy. I was taking it easy because I need new brakes soon. And I didn't want to wear out the brakes, and I just wanted to drive to one of my other properties and go get my mail. And anyway, it is what it is. See that Porsche logo, Mark? They have a loyal customer base, and they had a record bang year last year, and they give their employees huge raises while you're laying your fucking employees off. You know why that is? Because they don't fucking play games with people's lives. I bet we can make more money if we cause the DCTs to fail with magic tricks, or we have our filter too small like a little salt shaker, and we come up with all these crazy rules about what voids your warranties. That way people have to pay $20,000 for a new transmission instead of us have to pay for it. And now we make more money when people have to buy new transmissions more than when we sell cars. Isn't that right, Mark Royce? You guys know why they won't sell the C8 Z06 motor as a crate motor? Because it wouldn't be long until people would figure out this thing needs 2 in-tank fuel pumps. Isn't that right, Mark Royce? Because then we'd have access to the tune. We'd made it to a mechanical differential. We'd say this thing is a fucking badass engine when it's not governed by all these E-diff programs. The E-diff program shut down throttle bodies, for those of you who don't know. Do you know that, Mark Royce? I know that, but I don't know if you do. Hopefully you do. Your car is a big magic show. Your car is a big magic show, Mark Royce. It's not a real race car. It's not a C8R with a mechanical diff in it. You guys don't offer that option. Had you guys offered that option, Mark Royce, look at this guy driving the wrong way down the road. Had you guys offered that option, Mark Royce, I wouldn't be a problem. I would say, great, they offer a mechanical diff for people like me, and they offer an E-diff for everybody else, just like Porsche does. Porsche puts an E-diff in 90% of their cars, and the guys who are purists, who know how to fucking drive, the Jessies, the Speed Phenoms, the Brandon Byers, and maybe one day the Rick Conti, because I tried to explain this to Rick Conti, and it went one ear and out the other, didn't it, Rick? I've got a Z51 now, I got the better car. No, you don't. If Rick would have said, okay, Brandon, I want to keep the non-Z51 and I don't want it to overheat and I want it to have better brakes. I believe that you know what the fuck you're talking about, Brandon. I want to have the better car. I would have created the cooling kit for Rick's show. He would have been the first fucking car to have one. Swear to God, I would have. These guys don't have that high enough of an IQ level. And Rick, he's not really about the car and setting the best times and learning how to drive. He's about trying to sell them and make money, which is ironic because he perpetuated the ZR1 lies for the last however long that completely killed Z06 values. These guys don't want you to know that the non-Z51 is the better car. Taj will buy it and then keep his mouth shut that it's the better car. Harlan chose to drive it and said, you know, this car really is a great car for the value. That's why I drive it. It's a free fucking car. You don't care about the fucking value, Harlan? Harlan was driving the non-Z51 because it is the better car. The mechanical diff is the safer, the better handling. It handles better too. It's not just safer. It handles better. It's the better car. How's your day, Mark Royce? Is your day as good as mine? Yay, Mark. Don't worry, Mark. It's already a lemon. It's already a lemon because your guys wouldn't fucking fix the ticking motor. They wouldn't fix the ticking motor. We offered to fix it after you ruled it as a lemon. Oh, isn't that convenient? Now you want to fix it. Well, Mark, it can be a lemon now for a whole nother reason, because this bullshit happens so often that every time I go north and south, I coincidentally land in the same dealership to get it fixed. All video documented, Mark Royce. It's all going to be in a documentary soon. I am so sick of this. I am so sick of you guys not building a fucking trustworthy companion of a car. This thing is a piece of fucking shit. Death trap piece of shit. Go watch the Ayrton Senna videos, Mark Royce. The reason why Ayrton Senna died is because he went from a mechanical diff McLaren to an E-diff Williams car, and he was under the impression that E-diff made the car better, but no one explained it to him because nobody knew back then. Nobody knew yet. You should know right now. We're in the year 2025. Multiple decades later after Ayrton Senna died. What are we, 3 decades later now? And nobody in the fucking car community can talk about the difference between E-diffs and mechanical diffs other than myself and Chris Harris. Not even Randy Popes can fucking explain it. Are we on a planet with fucking Down syndrome pieces of shit? You guys all have fucking mental disabilities? I mean, what the fuck is going on? How does nobody understand what the fuck I'm talking about? How are you all so fucking stupid?